I had a friend. Well, I still have a friend. His name's John Guida, great player. He was going to take over Sal Nistico's chair in Woody's band back then. He's like a generation older than us.
Yeah.
And but he's like a hard bopper, and he loves all that stuff. So he said he lives about maybe 40 minutes from me, and he said, you know what? I listened to Cannonball the other day. This is about maybe six months ago, and he said,
yeah,
I swear, Cannonball's getting better. You know, and I think what it really is, as you get older, you hear things you didn't hear before, I guess, right? But I think that's the same thing with anything that's truthful or real. Like Maynard, some of the stuff he says is just, I'm thinking about it more, like I'm using it more, you know?
Yes.
Understand it now.
He's, there's a great song that a Chicago writer, Robert Lamm, wrote about his friend Terry Kath. And he says he has dreams about Terry still, and they feel contemporary. You know, it feels like, like now.
I remember he said one time about Maynard, it was good too, man. He was, and it happens now. Like he said I remember Wackerman, Bob Wackerman.
Bob Wackerman, a great bass player.
Like Bob. Oh God, Bob. I remember Bob would do these bass solos.
Oh, those cadenzas.
He would pop, and it was like so intricate.
The world's greatest bass guitarist and acoustic bassist. The young man who owns all the instruments on the band, writes all the arrangements, and owns the T-shirt concession. And as well as my velour pants and various things, including the sound system. The true economic leader of this band, as well as the spiritual leader, and certainly the we just love having your guy from Seal Beach, California, Bob Wackerman. Bob Wackerman.
He had like, holy smokes, Bob would play all that stuff. And when he was playing, he looked like he was, like doing his taxes or something. It was just
right.
You know, he was like so relaxed with it. But it was so like, at least in my years. And we played a subscription gig where somebody bought a subscription for like 9 concerts, and one would have been Marcel Marceau, the mime. The second would have been Vienna Boys Choir.
And boy, does he do some stand-up, Marcel.
And we were on that list. So I remember when we walked out, we were doing a lot of funk stuff. And, we walked out and I could see the sea of blue hair, and I thought, oh man, a lot of old people here. And I remember I went to Maine and said, boss, there's a lot of old people out there. Are we, we're going to change it up a little bit, like play like more jazz and less rock stuff. And man, you know what? I'll be okay. I don't need the help telling me basically that, because my radar was like, ping, overstep.
Yep.
I don't need to tell a leader who's had a band since he was like 17,
Right.
to do.
Right.
And then Wackerman's taking a solo. And then everybody, and like Maynard says, watch this. Walked over to me, because I used to stand on the side when we had the wings. We set up like trumpets, Bones, you and Brayman were over here, and it was like Danny and Tim Reese and me over here, Danny Jordan.
The nickel defense, right?
Yeah, and so Boss walks around towards me and he said, "Watch this." And Wackerman, Bob's doing his thing, the harmonics. I mean, he was doing Radamicus and stuff on that neck, man. He was all over the place.
Yes.
And Maynard stood next to him and he went, "Woo, yeah, woo," and then you hear in the crowd, "Ooh, yeah, ah." Ooh, ah, ooh. Before you know it, the crowd's starting to play, like scream for Bob. Maynard sort of like gave them permission, I guess, right, by his action. And I remember Bob going like ticka ticka ticka, and he looked up and he's like, "Oh, okay," Then he just kept ripping on it, and then the place was going nuts. So I was like, "Oh wow, Maynard showed them that it was okay to like it," and Bob, and then afterwards I said, I said, "I like that move, man. I like that move." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Remember, sell fun. You can play whatever you want."
Oh man!
And I was like, "God dang, man, sell fun. You can play whatever you want." Ooh. And that was another one of those nuggets,
Yep.
Sell fun. You can play whatever you want. Play for all the people who live in between L.A. and New York. All these little nuggets that he dropped that I forgot.
Right.
I'm still teaching. I'm still at Rowan University teaching. Every now and then, a student will do something, and it'll ping one of those stories that I forgot. Yeah, but you can't keep all that stuff in a filing cabinet open all the time. You just, you're living life, and other stuff gets upstairs. But every now and then, like one of those will come out, and I was like, boy, it's not even that it's still true. It's like more true now to me than it was when he gave it. So
Cannonball is getting better. That's it.
Cannonball is getting better. How do you like that? I keep listening to Cannonball. I swear to God, this guy's getting better.